that's right. We're doing a classic game of the week on the original Pokemon, Blue and Red, that is. This is more than just a classic game for me. It's actually the first video game I ever owned. Yes, I had a poor childhood. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Anyways, after hearing for about a year or two of this crazy game where you catch monsters and they have special powers, and I tried my cousin's copy of the game, my parents finally bought it for me. I was instantly hooked. The original Pokemon is about an eager 10-year-old boy on a journey across Kanto in a quest to become a Pokemon master and catch them all. Your story begins in journeying out to another town, but Professor Oak, the supposed expert in all things Pokemon, stops you and gives you a Pokemon to protect you from the wild Pokemon that live in the tall grass. You can choose between Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, Pokemon that Oak once caught in his youth. Kinda makes you wonder how old these Pokemon he's giving you are. I mean, Oak was ancient and his youth, really? He caught him then? Anyways, he also gives you a Pokédex, saying your quest is to catch all 150 known Pokemon to create a complete electronic encyclopedia on the entire Pokemon population. Or at least the population as it was before they magically discovered like 500 new Pokemon. Honestly, how can these scientists just miss over what's twice the original estimate of Pokemon that they knew? Who gives these guys their diplomas? Honestly, what kind of scientists are these? Anyways, you go on catching wild Pokemon and traveling through Kanto, defeating gym leaders and your rival multiple times along the way. You even battle Team Rocket a couple of times along the way, as well as a number of eager Pokemon trainers looking for a battle. After you've done all this, you can battle the Elite Four, the 4 strongest Pokemon trainers in Kanto. You don't have the luxury of healing at Pokemon centers once you start the mission, so you've got to really have a good team of high-level Pokemon and healing items to make it through. But once you do, you meet up with your rival again, but this guy has already beaten the Elite Four and is the current Pokemon champion. You have to beat him, and once you do, Professor Oak comes in and proclaims you the new Pokemon Master. All that's left for you to do is catch all 150 Pokemon, including the legendary Pokemon like Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and of course, Mewtwo. Hint, save the Master Ball for Mewtwo. But to truly catch all 150 Pokemon, which to this day not many people have done still, you need to play with a friend who has the other version of the game. If you have blue, he needs red, and vice versa. Certain Pokemon exist in one version versus another. That's one of the things I love the most about this game. The fact that you could link up your Game Boy to a friend's Game Boy to trade Pokemon or battle out to see who's the real master of all time, that was so much fun. Another great thing is how involved you got into this game. The graphics were honestly leaving a lot of room for improvement. One of the things I love most about this game is how immersive the gameplay actually was. While the graphics left a lot to be desired, you would actually just imagine you were in the game fighting these Pokemon or catching Pokemon or fighting other trainers. To this day, no game has actually made me believe in the world of the game, not even with all the new graphics and surround sound that's offered today. I can remember as a kid running around trying to catch Pokemon in the grass or running to get my Pikachu to the Pokemon Center in time so it wouldn't faint from a poison sting or a burn, or especially running around in Lavender Town being scared from all the music and the ghost Pokemon like Ghastly and Gengar. You can tell I was doing a lot of running around in this game, but it was a lot of fun. Anyways, 10 years later, what's Pokemon left us? It opened the door for a lot of merchandising, hundreds if not thousands of toys, a ton of game sequels, and of course the anime, which everyone loved. You know, 10 years later, I still come back to this game, and it's as fun as it was when I first picked it up, which makes it great for this classic game of the week.